YouTube. Alright, so I apologize again for looking like complete and total crap. This morning at like 5:30, somebody decided that it would be a great idea to pull the fire alarm. Yay. And if you know anything about Tuscaloosa, you know that we had tornadoes back on April 27th. And since I'm a sophomore, I was here for that. And so I woke up this morning thinking that the alarm was for the tornadoes because, ironically enough, there aren't two different sounds or sirens that go off. So I was pretty freaked out because apparently there were tornadoes that were allegedly touched down in Auburn, which is only about 3 hours south of us. So even though they weren't supposed to turn towards our direction, I was like, that would just add to this craziness that's been going on this week. So I was pretty freaked out when I woke up this morning. Then I found out that it was a fire alarm and it only went off on our floor and some jerk pulled it. Which, by the way, we have cameras. Like, seriously? And who in the world is up at 5:30? Granted, I shouldn't be talking because I was up 2 hours before doing a YouTube video, but that's beside the point. So now I'm just hanging out in my dorm. We actually got visited by the cops today because of the creeper that's lurking through our windows and snatching our people up. That was a really bad reference. But anyway, some dude, turns out it's a student, not some old guy. When I first heard it was an old guy, and now it's supposedly a student who's been sneaking into girls' rooms and like masturbating while he watches them sleep. That's really creepy. So we're like kind of like on a room lockdown type thing where even if we're in our rooms and awake, we have to keep the door locked. Which is kind of annoying, but I mean it's for our own safety, so it works. So we had a cop come in, and I guess I'm the only person in here, which I didn't realize. But he took our traffic cone. We had 3 traffic cones at the beginning of the semester after the, I want to say, second football game. Um, we started off with 2, I believe, that we picked up that were just like knocked over on the side of the road or in the courtyard or something like that. And then another one I found in the courtyard later that night. And so we decided to sign one of them with our names and like the date or whatever. And then the other one was with inside jokes, but those 2 got stolen. So then we were left with the one that had this paper bag, which is now on top of my refrigerator, over it, and it had a cat face on it. It said meow because I said something really stupid to my roommate, and she just laughed at me and she's like, "Put this over your head." So I did, and then she drew a face on it, and so we put it over the cone. And then the cop came in and saw the cone and took it away from us. But the other 2 got stolen earlier this semester, which is really upsetting. But I guess it's better that we only had 1 cone when he came in. But he was just warning us about our door to be locked. So I was actually really freaked out because I was like, I just don't like cops. Cops make me nervous. Like even though we don't have anything in our room right now, like they just make me nervous. But yeah. So other than that, I haven't really done anything today. I went to Outback, got my menu study guide stuff, so I got to work on that because I got to go back there on Monday and take a test, I guess. And then on Wednesday, I leave to go to Dothan, Alabama for Thanksgiving with my roommate from last year, so that'll be fun. And I'm kind of just chilling. I went to a meeting tonight with one of my friends. We're trying to better ourselves. I'm going to leave it at that because y'all don't really need to know much about that. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for the weekend. I'm super exhausted. If you couldn't tell, like my face is just all blah. My eyes are like purple. Like this isn't just the light. It's like they're legitimately like red and irritated with exhaustion, just from I guess the entire craziness of the semester. But yeah, so I'm just chilling. I've been watching Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which the television show, the first couple episodes are funny, and then they kind of get dull, which is why I'm assuming they only have 6 episodes. The movie itself is a lot funnier, but now I'm just probably gonna go like smoke a cigarette here in like 5 minutes, even though it's like 32 degrees outside. Like, hate the cold. I came down here, I came down to Alabama from Virginia because my senior year we had snowpocalypse. My mom tells me because we went like past all 3 years of high school and like my 8th grade, well, I guess my 8th grade year we kind of had a snowstorm, but all 3 years of high school we would get out of school for snow days. And I would wake up really excited to see like snow on the ground, to get to go sledding, like get to build igloos and make snow angels and just be ridiculous. And there was no snow. There was dew on the grass. And the air was just really crisp. And I think this literally happened every single time. So my mom, she's like, hey, it's my senior year. We're going to my dad's like little basement apartment thing because that's where he lived, in our friend's basement. And she's like, bring movies, make sure you have a book to read, bring games, you're going to want them because it's going to snow tonight. And I was like, it's going to snow every night in Stafford. It never does. Please. Needless to say, woke up the next morning, opened the door because I had a craving to go to Panera, which I literally had every single morning and afternoon and evening. I had a problem. Open the door, try to walk outside, and this cold, ice cold wall that's going up to about my knees hits me and then falls on the ground in front of me. And I look down, and what is it? 2.5 feet of snow. Granted, we got an extra week on winter break. Only ended up going to school for 2 weeks in January. Of those 2 weeks, I had 2 auditions at the end of each week. One in New York, and I left on a Thursday night for that. And the other one was in Alabama, and I left on a Friday, I believe, for that. And came back to school, went to school on a Monday, the Super Bowl Monday, I think it was, or no, the day after the Super Bowl. And then from that Tuesday to the 27th or 26th of February, we had absolutely no school because we had over 3 feet of frickin' snow that it snowed for like 3 days, got 3 feet of snow, stopped snowing, people forgot to plow our road, and then it snowed again, and our road still wasn't plowed. So we had like a foot of ice, like, okay, it was like 6 inches of ice, like caked on the ground. And then we have like a whole bunch of snow on top of that keeps melting and then icing over. And then we finally get plows that are driving through here, and they're like, oh shit, we forgot to do that. And I'm like, yeah, thanks guys. So I was like, University of Alabama is looking real nice right now, not Juilliard, because as much as I love New York, I don't want to be stuck in stuff like this. And then of course last year it frickin' snows as I'm coming back down here after Christmas break, and I get stuck on I-85 South for 5 hours in between three tractor trailers that are stuck because the tires on their, like the traction on their tires are so hot from riding over sand that it's melting into the ice that they're sitting on because we're stuck in traffic because another tractor trailer or 2 tractor trailers in front of us got like forklifted or whatever, like where they do like this is like the big trailer thing and this is like the cub and then the thing just kind of goes like that and twists. Yeah, I think it's called the forklift. I'm really not sure. But it did that. And so we were practically screwed. And this video is like 9 minutes long. I apologize. But yeah, so, and then it's like a foot of snow down here. I'm like, it's freaking Alabama. It shouldn't be this cold. But I gotta go before this thing cuts me off. So I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette now. Sorry, YouTube. I'm boring you. All right. Peace.